I'll gladly take 3.5 points. I think the Pacers win the game outright. What's going on, guys? Tuesday, NBA. We got the Pacers, we got the Celtics in today's video. Gonna go over both the spread and the game total in today's video. Coming off another whiteboard winning free pick, guys. Indiana Pacers plus the points. That gets us to 17-11 for just my NBA postseason free plays. So definitely hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Of course, I'll update that whiteboard today. Hopefully get us to 18-11 in just my NBA free plays. So that's pretty cool. Cashed another one on SoBet yesterday, getting us to 27-9. That is a 75% winning percentage over 36 days. Over on the SoBet platform, it is not all my picks every day. It's a single pick every single day. So over more than a month, almost 5 full weeks, a 75% winning rate. You guys can get access to those picks with the link down in the description, the SoBet link down there. It's $9.95 for a month. That's not even $1 a day, 30 cents for a day. And I'm providing a 75% winning percentage over the last month, well over the last month. So head over to SoBet. You'll get access to 50 other professionals on there as well. Just a no-brainer. For $10 a month in this economy, guys, what can you even do for $10? You go to the corner store to get a bag of chips and it's fucking $100. So for $10, jump on SoBet. I think SoBet might have some changes coming up. So get in, get your subscription at that $9.95 price while it lasts. In terms of a little recap here on my premium picks that are found on the website, that link in the description as well. Kind of a tough couple of 2 days. Some great wagers, felt good. The picks were right. The picks were sharp. Just some crazy bad beats. Two absolute meltdowns. So on Sunday, we definitely had some Nuggets money. We had the team total over, which was, I think we got in at 100.5 points. We had the team total over for the Nuggets at home, 59.5, well on pace to get there. And then we also had the Nuggets money line in combination with Pacers and some points for a decent wager. So that big, huge, giant meltdown, complete catastrophe from the Denver Nuggets was a big swing. It was either going to be a bunch of money gained or a fair amount of money lost. Cashed an MLB parlay at plus money on Sunday as well, so that helped out, but still a losing day on Sunday. And then yesterday, just to recap and let you know everything that was going on, sent out one text, sent out another. I'll put those texts on the screen from yesterday that I have available. Yeah, I mean, we hit a nerfy in the Baltimore game, but then we had Astros in 2 plays. Dodgers, Braves took care of business, but the Astros up 6-1, up 6-1 at home, give up a 7-run 5th inning. You cannot make this shit up. I mean, that's like what is the worst meltdown? I mean, that is 2 days of losing money on unbelievable results. We had the Nuggets at home, game 7 with the MVP, a full healthy roster, up 20, and they lose the fucking game. We only needed money line. And then we have the Astros, one wager with the Astros. We even had a run in our back pocket. It was the Braves and an alternative spread, an extra run of safety to where they could even lose the game by 1, up 6-1, and that still doesn't hit. Comes up 1 run short. They lose by 2 runs. Unbelievable, man. Complete collapses. Astros, Nuggets, a 20-point collapse in an NBA game in game 7, a 7-run inning from the Angels. I mean, really? This is the type of stuff that's taken money out of the last 2 days. So absolutely insane 48 hours. Should be up just a pile of money. Love my picks. Love the way I'm seeing the board. Looking forward to this week, guys. I mean, as long as these like crazy anomalies don't happen, it should be smooth sailing here. I'm looking forward to the next 6 or 7 days. I'm going to make these same type of wagers. And as long as these like historical crazy like meltdowns don't keep happening, as long as we get some normal results here, can we just get some normal ball games? We'll be doing just fine. You guys see all the updated records. Those are the last 2 days built into those numbers on the bottom of the screen. So bet up to 27-9, like I mentioned, over the last 36 days. NBA playoffs, We moved to 56-33 overall, my record for the NBA playoffs, and MLB currently sits at 38-29. So pretty good over the last 31 days. So yeah, I mean, pretty good as in like, kind of treading water lately. You know, we had some good days, some bad, some good, some bad, a tough little stretch prior to that. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's okay for some people's expectation. Got to really get it going here. Got to end this month strong and get well into the profit zone once again. Looking to do that today, guys. Let's get into this game. We got the Pacers. We got the Celtics. We got a 10-point spread. Now, this was bought down quickly. Okay, I believe it opened at 10. I'm pretty sure I saw it late on Sunday night, or maybe it was even the early morning hours of Monday. I did see a 9. I think it got all the way to 9.5 and then a 9. I think it did get to an even 9. Now it's back to 10. We have a very big total at 20.5. Interesting. Let's take a look at the money splits for this game. I did briefly look at it earlier today, and it really shocked me. Very surprising. So money splits. Come on. NBA, May 21st, Indiana, Boston, game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, so it's still pretty similar. I'm really surprised by this. 41.5% of wagers against this spread have been made on the Pacers, but over half the money. 52.1% of the money. So, it's not crazy. It's not a ton of sharp money, but it's not a little tiny amount either. Like it's like on a scale 1 to 10, that's like a 3.5. That's like a solid, 3.5, maybe a 4 out of 10 in terms of sharp money being on the Indiana Pacers. That is the opposite of my opinion. I'd be on the Celtics here. Look, we talk about emotional spots and overall mentality in sports often, right? This is, are we kidding? We have a well-rested Boston Celtics. Now, I am so unbelievably aware and in tune with how the Celtics just fuck around, play with their food. The Cavs games were pathetic. It seems like they don't take any game seriously. A spread of 10, you almost always take the points with the other team, especially in an Eastern Conference Finals. A spread of 10. So I'm totally aware of everything that the Celtics, you just watch more and more of the Celtics team, and it's just hard to take them serious. Porzingis still not back in the lineup. That could have been an X factor. But my God, in terms of a mentality, in engagement, in energy level, this should not be close. The Pacers just went to Madison Square Garden, where like the cheapest ticket was $600, like a crazy environment. Game 7, Eastern Conference playoffs. Get the win as an underdog. Now you go quickly, like a pretty quick turnaround, 2 days. You're at the Boston Garden. It's going to be an absolute crazy crowd. And the Celtics have been like kind of waiting around, twiddling their fingers to get after it. Based on that, I found one angle I'm definitely going to probably put at least 1.5 units on in this game. We might run into a backdoor cover here. I mean, 10 points. I don't know. We've seen the Pacers completely melt on the road, though. What about those games at Madison Square Garden where the Pacers just completely melted? That one in particular. Just not competitive. The first 2, very competitive. You could have argued that they could have won either of game 1 or 2. This is a game 1. Well aware of that. That was a New York Knicks team held together with fucking glue and duct tape, basically, at the end of that series. So you got the Pacers coming off a game where they look great. They look awesome. Their mentality seems good. They're starting to really embrace the underdog mentality. I think TJ McConnell is phenomenal, underrated, needs to be talked about more. Halliburton went absolutely nuclear. Siakam's finding that mid-range jump shot. Jackson crashing the glass. Miles Turner, kind of an X factor, a deep roster, a lot of players. I'm well aware of this. I bet on the Pacers a lot in that Knicks series. I bet on them in the last game. I'm not an anti-Knicks guy, and the Celtics are a team, like I've mentioned, it's just frustrating because there's so much talent, but it's hard for them to like take things serious. I'm gonna be complete and look, maybe it costs me, maybe it doesn't. I do things a certain way. It has absolutely put money in my pocket. It's paid my bills for many, many years. I have to disregard all money splits, all action, all other people's opinions. I don't care at all. I'm on the Celtics here. I'm going to lay the 10 points. This should not be, this is huge, huge difference. And I think the guard play is going to be a massive difference here. The New York Knicks have those guards like Brunson and DiVincenzo and Hart who are scrappy and they give it all in the game and all that sort of a thing. But talent-wise, man, Brunson absolutely in the conversation, but I'm not putting DiVincenzo and Hart on the level of Holiday and Derek White. Especially size-wise. I think size-wise is a big difference here. I think Pritchard is a perfect player to basically negate somebody like McConnell. I think somebody like Derek White could absolutely defend a Halliburton or a Naismith or a Nemard. Celtics are deep. They should have more energy. They should feed off the home crowd. And after so many years here of having this roster that hasn't been able to break through, maybe we see kind of an NFL-style Kansas City Chiefs result where a team that regular season and in the beginning of playoffs was like kind of barely getting by, not looking too good. But then maybe they're just waiting until now to like actually use full energy. And honestly, the way this game should start and the way we've seen the Indiana Pacers in a road environment just completely disappear. Halliburton, some regression is absolutely due. He's coming off that insane game at the Garden. Not only do I not expect it, it won't fucking happen. You could probably look at the under for a point prop for Halliburton. There's too many good defensive guards on the Celtics roster. They're too deep. Rebounding, a little bit of a concern, but the Pacers are not a good rebounding team, man. A beat up Knicks team towards the end was still like doing pretty good on the boards. You know, throw out that game 7. That was an easy wager, man. That was a totally bruised and battered New York Knicks team. I think the books, I think the public, the money splits, although it is a little bit of sharp money, I think people are just looking at recency bias. You know, we're looking at a Celtics team that played with their food and almost like blew multiple games to the Cleveland Cavaliers with half their roster. So we have that in the back of our mind. And then we're looking at a Pacers team that just took out the New York Knicks. I mean, that was just a shell of the New York Knicks roster. Let me say this as well. If New York Knicks were healthy, and I'm talking fully, I'm talking Randall Robinson, the whole deal, everybody at 100%, not only would they have beaten the Pacers, they would beat the Celtics, in my opinion. So I'm not an anti-Knicks guy. I'm not an anti-Pacers guy. I'm not a pro-Celtics guy. But I know I know situational betting more than anything else, and I'm not gonna fall to statistics and certain categories. This is playoffs. This is deep playoffs. This is Eastern Conference Finals game 1. And there's no reason we don't get a completely engaged, locked-in Celtics game here from the home team. And you know what? As long as they do get off to that good start, I think the Pacers fold. I think the Pacers are content. They went down 0-2 to the Knicks, came back, won the series. Maybe that gives them a little bit of false hope to where, you know, if this first game gets ugly, they can just kind of, you know, wave their hand, shrug their shoulders, knowing that there's plenty of meat left on the bone to try to get the series back. You know, defending your home court is priority number 1. So I don't think in either of these first 2 games, the Pacers are going to feel, you know, horrible about themselves if they don't like steal a win right off the bat. Emotionally and energetic, not energetically, I don't think that's a word. Emotionally and energy level wise for the Pacers, I don't see it. I don't see how it can be matched. I expect Al Horford to have success. I expect the guards to defend and really fluster the Pacers. I think yet again, it is a game where the Pacers offense that is so good. And I've been betting their team total over. I think I did that on Sunday. I'm pretty sure I took the over with the Pacers. I can't remember. But yeah, man, I think we're overthinking this. I think we're going to dig too deep. Not me. I think most of us are going to dig too deep into this game. We're going to see 10 points. We're going to see a Celtics team that continues to just not be serious. We see a Pacers team coming off an emotional Game 7 win, recency bias towards that. I think they're overvalued. They're significantly better at home than on the road, and this is a hell of a road environment. And now that we're finally at this stage of the playoffs, I think maybe the Celtics finally are serious. The Nuggets being knocked out of the playoffs, I think that's an added energy boost to the Celtics. You can't tell me they didn't see that and really start to believe like, holy shit, the Joker, Murray, the Denver Nuggets are now no longer in this. We can really win this thing. I think they kick ass from start to finish in this game. Like I said, there's a couple angles based on my mindset here that I absolutely will be playing in this game. And probably as long as I check out a few more categories and long-term trends, as long as there's no red flags through the next few hours of research I'm going to do later on tonight, yeah, this could be a pretty heavy day. I might be putting quite a few units on this game. So if you guys do want my premium picks, you can hop on the website. As far as the game total, like I just mentioned in this entire rant today, I think we have a bit of a contradiction. I think the total is a hard prediction to make. I do think the Celtics can score. And if the Pacers do somehow scrounge up that energy and the type of shooting that they had in the last game, this is going to soar over the total. It's going to absolutely fly over 220. But like I said, I think the guards and the defensive efforts of the Celtics are kind of flying under the radar. I do think energy-wise, it's going to be hard for the Pacers to come in and really give more than a quarter or a half of basketball here. I could really see their offense, falling off in the second half. And even if we do get points from the Celtics, maybe we don't get points from the Pacers. Maybe the Pacers are off and the Celtics aren't serious. Maybe the Celtics have a big lead and then they slow down in the second half. So I think if you're going to bet a total, it's tough. And I think if you're looking at a total, you're probably better off dividing the game in half, in my opinion. I think a full game total here just has a little bit of volatility. I don't think it's going to be as consistent as a game as game 2 will be. Game 2, depending on this outcome, might actually be a really, really good slam dunk for the game total. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. One game today. Of course, I'll have a video out tomorrow for the first game of the Western Conference Series. Of course, I'll have a game out for the rest of the whole way, guys. I've done this every single day for the NBA playoffs from start to finish. I hope you guys appreciate the content. It takes quite a time out of my day to do this stuff on a daily. So again, would have really appreciate it, guys, hitting the like button and subscribing. Both are completely free. It just takes half a second, a couple clicks on your mouse or whatever. Let's update that whiteboard, guys. Let's get to 18 and 11 if we can cash this one. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to rock with Boston. The free pick today is going to be Celtics against the spread. 10 points. I'm absolutely going to lay it here. I think, statistically, the depth of each roster, the skill level on both sides of the roster, I don't think it's that far apart. I don't think it's 10 points apart. But I think the energy and the mental engagement will be drastically different in today's game. It's my prediction, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know how your past 2 days have gone. Hopefully you guys avoided those crazy, crazy bad beats, especially in baseball. Doing good in baseball so far this year. Over the last full month, 38-29, a winning record. But my God, I feel sorry for everybody, including myself and my clients that were involved in yesterday's either Astros or Yankees. Maybe you guys got caught by the Yankees. They had a 9th inning meltdown as well. That's sports, and I hope you guys, even if you lost money, take it as a lesson. That doesn't mean you guys chase your losses and get frustrated from bad beats and try to get your money back short term. just understand that sports are very erratic and anything can happen, and making sure you wager the correct amounts and you don't risk more than you can afford to lose. This is all very important moving forward. So, you know, use these crazy bad beats. The losses are frustrating, but make sure you guys lock that into the back of your head and remember that, you know, until that clock is really 0.0, you know, nothing's a guarantee. Should never say anything before the clock strikes 0. Should never, you know, count your chickens before they hatch. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.